Okay. Hi, good afternoon, Ninadh.
Hi, Sai.
So, in the last 2-3 days, I think we've all been reading in the newspapers and media and the electronic news about this new virus called HMPV. And I think, at least in the media, there's a little bit of a speculation saying lots of cases in China and lots of
Right.
cases in Malaysia. And is this the start of another pandemic? And you know how media tries to blow things out of proportion.
Correct.
Some of our partners have also reached out to us and said, is there any specific advice you have for us, given the conversation that is happening around the HMPV virus? So I thought it would be a good opportunity for you and I to have a conversation, and for you to tell us and to our partners, is there anything specific that we want them to do at this point in time?
Sure. So I think it's a very important topic that you have raised. And I want to reassure all our partners who are watching this video is that a couple of things. One, this is an existing virus. It's not a new. It's not something which got modified or evolved in recent time. It's existing for long. In 2001, in fact, the scientists have discovered and detected it and named it as HMPV. So it is in the system, in the world, existing and proliferating for last many years.
25 so you're saying it's been in circulation for more than 25 plus years.
Absolutely.
So the possibility of this turning into another pandemic is
very rare.
Very low.
Is very low.
Okay.
The second part is every human being, in India or any part of the world, in his lifetime will get infected with HMPV and various other viruses over a period of time.
Correct.
Repetitively. So it's not that there was a study which was done, wherein they tried to identify if there is a population which is been infected already by HMPV. So anybody at the age of 2 to 5, almost 50% of them were found to have already been infected and already been cured. Anybody who's above age of 10 is already having 100% of the population is having the immunoglobulins, which are basically the antigen produced in the body.
To
HMPV. So
does that mean that there is really no major cause for concern at this point in time?
Absolutely. So the HMPV infection for adults, for even kids between 2 to 5, is very limited. The reaction or the mechanism in which it affects is very mild.
And is it like a common cold and cough?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's very common, it's as much as common cold. You will not even realize that, it is no different than any common cold, or, generally sneeze and, slight amount of fever which is generated. And it is not necessary to take any rapid actions or anything concurrent to similar to what.
So no need to wear masks.
No.
Do some special hygiene or anything.
Not at all.
So carry on with life as usual.
Carry on with life, business as usual. And if there is anybody who is visibly ill, is infected, who is probably having a cough and cold in the school, say for example a teacher or a cleaning staff, or maybe any parent or any kid who's coming to the school, my advice would be to ask them to go back home. Let them recover and then come back. So that at least
and recovery could be what, 2 to 3 days?
3 days max.
Okay.
3 days max generally, and there is no medicine required. You just have to take some rest, take some hydration, and body by itself will cure.
So what you're saying is that anyone in the preschool, it could be a student, it could be a staff, it could be a teacher, any one of them looks like they have flu-like symptoms.
Correct.
And in the current scenario, the best advice is please go back and rest at home, get better, and once you're better, come back to school.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Absolutely.
There's no need to do any sanitization.
No. Absolutely.
None of those things.
Not required. Our general routine cleaning techniques that we follow, the hygiene techniques that we follow, the personal hygiene, should continue as
which are very stringent in any case.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And there is no need to wear mask until unless there is a advice coming from the authority.
Government.
So if there is advice coming from authority, local government or municipal corporation, please be watch out for the same, and look out for anybody, any kid particularly, who is looking ill, and inform those parents also that if your kid is not well, if it is not feeling well, please don't send him to school.
And what we can also do is possibly each partner can reach out to their parent community, who they normally will have a WhatsApp group or something like that, and say, hey, look, if your child is feeling unwell, has cold, cough, flu-like symptoms, please don't send them to school till they fully recover.
Absolutely.
Right? Just to prevent the spread of any normal flu kind of.
Absolutely. Any seasonal. See, we have three seasons particularly: rainy season, winter season. So any seasonal diseases, we should treat it like a seasonal disease.
Yeah.
And it will go away. Every child will eventually get infected and will eventually get cured by itself. So I don't think we need to be overly panic or overly reactive on it as a school organization.
So you heard it from Mr. Ninadh, who's our Chief Safety Officer, that there's really no need to treat this like the start of another pandemic. HMPV has been around for many years, which means most of us would already have been infected, and we would not really be suffering from this. It's not a new virus, so we'll not be suffering from this virus in the days to come.
Right.
But just to be on the safe side, if anyone in your school, across your different communities of students, staff, teachers, are showing flu-like symptoms, please get them to rest at home till they fully recover.
Yes.
And please advise parents also to not send their children to school if they are showing flu-like symptoms.
Absolutely.
And if a child catches flu, what you would normally do is just keep the child at home till they get better. That's exactly the same thing to do.
Absolutely.
And just follow all the other safety practices that we've been talking about for the last so many months and so many years.
Yes.
And I think we'll all continue to be safe.
Yes.
And time to focus on the next academic year and start to prepare and start to get in new admissions for the next academic year. Yeah.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.